Well, hello, it's Adrian, the subconscious surgeon. I'm just kind of sat chilling here um, after a beautiful day of healing different souls. It's such a joyful and rewarding kind of process, helping people overcome certain toxic behaviors, in relationships. Sometimes, one of the most beautiful things is helping two people in a relationship get closer together, and resolve differences. And, one of my clients today, they were attempting to pour love onto their partner, but they were doing it in a very transactional way. They did something out of love, but if the other person didn't respond in the way that they wanted them to, their energy would shift and, they would get aggressive and annoyed and frustrated. And, this is typical when people are speaking different love languages. Just because your love language is acts of service, it doesn't necessarily mean the other person will receive acts of service as a way of, believing that you love them. They might be words of affirmation. They might be giving and receiving of gifts. They might be physical touch. A classic one was, me and my father. My father was very acts of service, and a bit dysfunctional in that way. So he would do things for his family, but he wouldn't ask them if he wanted them doing, and he would just go ahead and do them because he thinks that's what they want. And then when they were either busy or doing something else or didn't necessarily want what it is that he was doing for them, he would get angry and upset because in his eyes, they're rejecting his love. They're saying, look, I don't want your love. I don't love you. I don't care what you're doing for me. I don't want it. Yeah. And he would then get angry and frustrated and toxic and attack the source of feedback. Not considering that the person didn't actually want what it was that, was being given. But by the same token, the other person didn't feel loved because they felt oppressed and, dictated to and bullied in some ways. With me, I'm physical touch. I just wanted a hug. And if my dad just wanted me to put the bins out or wash the car or tidy up or do something, to benefit him or the family, and this is the acts of service. So sometimes we're not communicating in a way that's functional for the other person. We're attempting to give love in the way we want to give it or we want to receive it, but not necessarily in the way that they want to receive it also. Which then, gets you into this, toxic kind of environment, and people get frustrated and angry. So when we're able to remove that energetic trigger, that neurochemical response, that, stimulus to the situation, we suddenly are more present. We can understand the person a lot better. We can remain, grounded and not allow this situation to perturb how we feel in any way and become unreactive to the situation. And when we do that, everything changes. It really does. Our whole lives change. When we become unreactive, and our limbic system or emotional system isn't triggered, then we look at the world a different way. And the world looks at us a different way and responds to us in a different way. So, sometimes, what I do is like a big self-admission. And when you hear it at first, it's like, oh no, I'm not sure. But then once you've repeated it a number of times, it's like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And awareness is the first step of healing. But it's not everything. You have to remove the trigger, and that's what the surgery is. The surgery is removing that toxic response, that trigger response that's taking you out of stillness, and making you react to a situation. So, yep, it's an amazing and beautiful thing which transforms people's lives every day. So I just wanted to share. Sending love to you all.